With us this morning here at Fenway Park, it is Sabine Simon and her dad, Eric. Eric, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you very much.
Sabine, how old is Sabine?
She's 4. She just turned 4.
Four.
Sabine, hi. And I heard maybe Sabine will talk to us. Curtis, maybe we get Sabine a headset and a microphone because I want to find out about her puppy because I heard that. No, we're not going to
Not
talk
yet.
about the puppy.
Not yet, maybe.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Ease into it.
Eric, tell us a little bit about your story.
Sabine, when she was 2, right after July 4th in 2020, she was diagnosed with leukemia. And it happens all of a sudden. Like, you're doing fine, and then, like, you suddenly notice things get worse, and then you realize you need to go in to the hospital.
Yeah. So for parents who are listening, what were the signs that made you guys think you needed to go?
She was not eating as much. You started seeing little bruising. Didn't want to walk. Was kind of lethargic. None of those things in particular, you would think, okay, you need to go to the hospital. But when you have all those things happen at once, then it becomes worrisome.
And I know there's a family connection with why you chose Dana-Farber.
Yeah, my mother knew someone who was at Dana-Farber, and my father had also been treated for multiple myeloma at Dana-Farber. So we had a connection there. It's something we felt very strongly about from the way my father was treated and had great care. And so that's made us want to come here.
We talk a lot about it over these 2 days every year. What, in your mind, what makes Dana-Farber different?
I mean, I think it's something about one thing is you can treat people with the medicine and having really good doctors, but there's also something about just treating them as people and kind of having a holistic care. So when we were there for a month at the Boston Children's, and it was really scary, you would have doctors come in, like Dr. Walensky, for instance, would come down and sit on the floor with Sabine and play with her. And they really just knew how to make her feel comfortable. And now at the Jimmy Fund, where we've been going for the past 2 years, I mean, it's really scary if you have a kid with cancer, if anyone has cancer, but you go and there's a real community, and she kind of looks forward to going there. It's fun. She knows everyone knows who she is. She knows who everyone else is. And so that sense of community and everything like that, I think, is really, really helpful.
Well, it's so impressive just seeing her right here, and I'm sure you're impressed by her every day. But she's looking at Lisa and the connection she has with the people at the Jimmy Fund, at Dana-Farber. Are you blown away by that over and over again?
Yeah, you go there and when she's there, everyone knows her. They treat her really well. So it's something that makes up for the fact that you're going in. When you go there, it's not for a fun thing. You're getting chemo and you don't feel good. But like recently, she finished her chemo, and they sang to her and they gave her gifts. And I mean, I remember one time a year and a half ago, she went in. We were worried. It was a Friday afternoon, and we're worried something just wasn't feeling well. So we drove there. We get there, and turns out she's okay. So that we didn't really need to go in. But it was late Friday, and they started playing music, the nurses, because it kind of had started to clear out. It's in the morning that it's really busy. And Sabine starts dancing with the nurses and starts like doing, I forget what they were singing to, but for like 10 minutes they were just dancing in the hallways. And it's that kind of thing that I think makes a big difference.
And you get to see her be a normal 4-year-old.
Yeah. Like you go there and you don't feel like I used to think if I saw someone with cancer, a kid with cancer, a kid was sick, I'd feel really bad for them. And it'd make me feel uncomfortable because I didn't know how to react. But you go there and you see that's the normal. All the kids have cancer, and some of them, are worse shape than others. Some of them don't have any hair. Like Sabine last year had no hair. She was completely bald. But you go there and the kids are happy, and it's a place where they feel comfortable. And so, yeah, it kind of normalizes it for a little bit.
Eric, you talked about the comfort level that they bring to her. As a father of 3, and I know Greg has 2 kids, how difficult is it
Courtney
for
is with child.
I'm not with child.
Okay,
That's
sorry,
the rumor that needs to end.
Okay, sorry.
Not yet.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
But
God
how-
willing.
when you look at it, like kind of what's going on. As a young child, 4-year-old, they kind of can't really comprehend. So how do you keep your emotions to like being upbeat so when she looks at you, she sees you're not nervous, and then that doesn't until kind of like rub off on her? It's got to be a difficult thing to do as a parent.
I think it was really tough at the beginning when you go in there and you're in the hospital and you don't know what's going to happen. And So that it's really scary, and I think that's really challenging. As time gets on, this becomes kind of what you're used to, and it also has made it easier if you go into a place that's inviting, where it's not just like going into the hospital and like if you go to an emergency room, it's no fun. There's no one you're playing with. But if you go into an environment where there's things to do, games to play, people are playing with the kids, and they know who she is and she knows who they are, then it's not like a chore going there. It's something you might even look forward to.
And speaking of that, I hear that we need to offer a special thank you to Ricardo in the cafeteria, who always knows what she wants to eat.
I mean, that's another thing. It sounds silly, but you go there and sometimes you have 3-4 hours. You go in and they take her blood. And, the blood draw determines how much chemo they might give on that day. And so then you have time to kill, and so you might go into the cafeteria. But the person in the cafeteria knows what she wants, and will make something special for her. And, like, where else are you going to find that? And so those little things, especially when you're 4, make a huge difference.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming by and sharing your story.
Sabine, do you want to say hi?
Do you want to say hi to everybody or thank you maybe to everybody?
Meow at them, Sabine?
Ooh,
No?
meow.
Okay, yeah.
She loves Daniel Tiger, so that's...
Oh, nice.
But
Wiggy can do the talking for you. He talks a lot on the
Yes.
show, Sabine.
Yes.
All right.
But
and-
thank you so much for doing this. It means a lot to me because of how great the Jimmy Fund has been to us.
Well, it's not. We're just here doing our
Right.
job, but it's $60 million raised so far, and it's extraordinary how generous people are. And I know they're going to do the same thing again this year. So thanks
to everyone
Yes.
listening then to giving money. I really appreciate it.
Good
All right,
luck, man.
Eric,
Stay
thank you.
blessed.
Good job,
Yay, way to go, Sabine.